Well, we have a brand new chef in our daytime studio kitchen this morning, and we have been trying to get her for a while. We love the stories of the people who live right here in our own communities. Well, our chef today works in the school system for Unicoi County, and I think she's pretty qualified. After all, she was invited to prepare dishes for the athletes during the Olympics in both Beijing and Vancouver. We think that is pretty cool. We want to welcome Rachelle Hyder to the show along with Lynnsey Lewis, and it's great to have both of you with us.
Thank you so much for having us.
I was saying I've been hearing stories about you over there in Unicoi County for a while. And true stories, yes. Amazing. So you said you're kind of from this area.
Yes, born and raised in Irwin.
And did cool things. Yeah. Tell me a little bit about your experiences.
I went to culinary school at Sullivan University, and through there I worked with them to be able to go to Beijing. I was an assistant instructor. They took 25 students to do that. And so we did that for the High Performance Center and the USA House, and went to Vancouver later on, Costa Rica at the Four Seasons and things like that. So.
Been all over. And your husband is also a chef.
He is.
Right across the way at Tupelo Honey.
Yes.
So it's all in the family.
It is, yeah.
How cool. And you guys are working together, a big event, sort of commemorating and honoring 100 years after the elephant, of course, the hanging of the elephant, which you guys unfortunately known for, but you're doing something really special with this. Tell me a little bit about it.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, Mary's story has always kind of been like a dark cloud over our community, and being that it's the 100-year anniversary of Mary's story, we felt like it was a great opportunity to reach out with the Elephant Sanctuary in Middle Tennessee and to have an event in our community that puts a positive spin on this unfortunate event and kind of give back to the Elephant Sanctuary.
That is really, really cool. I don't know who came up with that, but I love it. And you're doing a whole weekend and another week's worth of events. You've already started things, and I understand huge success.
Yes, absolutely. Last Friday we kicked things off with a scavenger hunt, the Seek Mary scavenger hunt. Through our Instagram and Twitter sites. We came up with some really neat clues, trivia clues based on Unicoi County history. We've been releasing those daily on our social media sites, and it's been a huge success. We've had a lot of community participation, so we're excited about that.
That's awesome. And they're doing a lot of things to get the whole community together.
Absolutely.
One of those things is a low country boil, which is so popular.
Oh, yeah.
So what is it about something like that that makes it such a great event for the whole community?
It's just it's something that's super easy, simple, that people can just gather around a table. You obviously throw it out traditionally on the table, but we're not going to do that. Just because a lot of people eating from washing hands, things like that. So, it's just something to bring the community together. I think that's one thing that we're trying to just emphasize is community in Irwin and bringing people together and having a good time.
And she also helped out with the big farm to table event that was held over there at the Bramble. Love that location. So get us sort of started when you're doing a low country boil, because I know this is that time of year too that's very popular.
Oh yeah. So obviously we want to start with some Old Bay seasoning. That's pretty much how we're doing. I'm going to do the whole can just because I like mine spicy.
Okay.
I don't know if anybody else does.
Yeah, so she's throwing the whole can in.
Absolutely, and flavor, right? So especially if you're starting with just water, you want to add as much flavor as you possibly can. We're going to do a little bit of salt, always salt, water, and things like that. I'm going to start with some garlic. I love garlic, adds a ton of flavor as well. And it's something later on at the end, if you want to smear it on your bread or your toast, you can also have some garlic.
And I love that you don't have to dice anything. I mean, you're just kind of throwing it all in the pot.
This is easy to prepare. I mean, at home, ingredients are not really all that expensive. I'm going to throw some onions in and let that go, and that's for flavor as well. And then we're going to start our potatoes. The potatoes are going to take the longest time, so you want to start those first. And then a little bit we're going to add our smoked sausage, because that's also going to add a ton of flavor for the smoked part. But we'll let it come back up to a boil, and then in just a few minutes we'll add our sausage.
I like that you can do this too on a stovetop, because I think a lot of people have all the fancy equipment, and so you feel like if you're just doing it for your family, it's kind of a little intimidating.
It's mostly a show. Like, you want to kind of put on a show when you bring it out of the basket. And stuff, so.
throw it on the
Yeah,
table.
yeah.
But
Throw
not at
your
this
condiments
event.
down.
Safety first.
Safety first.
Safety
yes.
first. We'll give everybody the information. You are invited to their Low Country Boil, and that event is coming up next weekend. It is going to be held at the Bramble. It's August 27th. That is Saturday night. Starts at 6 o'clock right there in downtown Irwin. Check out the website for more information, and we're going to have more on the activities coming up all week long, coming up in just a few minutes.
Awesome.